Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. We did it. We bought a van. We've been talking about buying a van for a long time and we did it. So I'm going to take you along on the journey. I'm Josh Moore, DP, owner of StoryKing Studios. We're a production company based in Bakersfield, California, Central California. So let's jump in and I'll bring you along on our van buying journey. So I am checking out cargo vans, and today at one of the local dealerships, Motor City here in Bakersfield, taking a look at some cars. So right here they've got some high top Transits. So this one's a 23 250. It's got 49,000 miles. Got another one here, similar, also a 23. And this one is going to be a 250, also 49,000 miles, a little bit more. Okay, so here's the inside of the Transit. These doors do stop here. They don't open any farther, but they do have a lock, so the wind won't close on us. I'm in here. I just got a little clearance above my head, and I'm about 5'6", so Mike is going to be bonking his head like crazy in here. So that's not the right height for us. Walking around, looking at some ProMasters here. It's a lot of 2500s. High roof. So here's a brand new 2024 ProMaster 2500. And this is the 159-inch wheelbase. So about 12 foot on the inside. And high top, so enough room, should be enough room for Mike to stand up in here. This one has a little passageway. That's kind of cool, but we won't use it because we'll have flags and stuff here. Interior's nice. Lots of cup holders everywhere. $50 grand brand new, a little more than I would like to spend. But a nice van for sure. Yeah, these doors open all the way. The Transits do not do that, so that's nice. It's nice the door is not super huge, so even if you're in tight, no problems getting in. That's definitely a high seat. We've got plenty of good stuff in here. Little console. And the view from the cab through this cool little door is that. Mike can stand up in it. The high roof ProMaster.
Nice.
All right, getting ready for a test drive. We've got Mike here. He can actually fit in the chair. I see what people mean about the windshield. You know, if you're really tall, having a hard time seeing out of that thing.
Yeah, it cuts off my top half of my...
Yeah.
I would be like this.
Good thing I'll drive most of the time.
Yeah. Or when I'm driving, I'll just be what they call ghost riding the whip, which means...
But you can't do that if we got the bulkhead, Mike.
I'll just be driving like this.
The bulkhead is like cutting your face off right now.
Yeah, it'll be right here, right?
Yeah. It's handling really well. A lot of people said online, you know, it handles well. It handles kind of like you would expect it to because it's front wheel drive. And I'm finding that to be the case as I'm driving it. It's big. But like my dad was a contractor, so I grew up driving trailers and stuff. So it's like you need to be aware of what's going on behind you and make sure you turn wide enough for your back wheels to catch up and all that. But it's not hard to drive by any means. You just have to be aware of the size of the vehicle. But it goes fine, and I'm not seeing any issues. You know, driving. I'm gonna pull into some residential areas and see what the turning radius is like on some quiet streets.
Feels like it got some power when you took off there too.
Yeah.
Woo-hoo.
Yeah, it can definitely get up and go when you need it to.
which with a van full of gear will be just enough.
Right. And the brakes work really good, which is what everyone was saying online. The thing feels like it'll stop on a dime. Yeah, just keep an eye on those back wheels, and turning is not a problem. Now, trees, like the one we're about to hit, would be a problem. So we're gonna go around that tree. So that's something to keep in mind on a high roof. You turn in this little residential intersection. Oh man.
Not a problem.
That thing will run circles. Easy. That's a great turning radius for a car this size, and this is the 159-inch wheelbase, so that's the 12-foot on the inside. That's the longest one. So high roof, longest size. It's a 250, so not as much power as a 350, but we don't need all that. So I'm pretty happy with how this thing is performing.
Bet you these people are like thinking, hey, we got a package.
Right?
Amazon's
here. Jerks.
Taking off.
We got Mike squeezed in here.
Just look at my back, how far it is from the like I'm not.
You would be sitting on the bulkhead right now.
Yeah.
Actually, that's a good point. We should pull over and move your chair to where it's going to be with the bulkhead, because that is nowhere close. You're going to have to come like almost a foot forward. Okay, so now we squished Mike to where the bulkhead will probably be. We don't know exactly. How does that feel?
Not comfortable. It is. I mean, it's drivable, but this is definitely not how I drive. I'm usually a little bit further, like my knees. Take a look at my knees.
Oh yeah.
You know, I'm just right up against there, and that's how I know I can't go any further forward, because we were trying it right now.
Yeah.
I cannot go any further forward, so. So now that I'm up like this, like I can barely see that light. If I go any closer, it's gonna cut me off.
Okay.
And these pedals are really close. Like the gas and the gas and the, well, they're close. They feel close because I'm this close to the steering wheel.
Yeah.
Usually when my legs are more extended, then it feels normal. Right now I'm like, usually when I drive, I just pivot on my heel. Gas, brake, gas, brake. Right now I'm like off, on, off, on, off, on. It's kind of funny.
1500, low roof, 118 wheelbase. So this is the small guy. So if you're buying these brand new, it's a $5,000 difference for the 1500 with the low roof and the 118 wheelbase to jump over to the 2500 with a high roof and a 159 wheelbase, which is the largest size, and that's base 50. So $5,000 for that difference. I'm like, why would anybody buy the small one unless you actually need the small one? Oh, watch out. I can hit my head on these little beams and the like, but I can stand up here
in a little higher.
but I'll hit this. So I can't wait to see you in here. Boy, that is way smaller. I can see us outgrowing this size very fast. The length. We might make the height work, but the length, that length is a no-go. This is the 118. That's too small.
Yeah, no, it is too small.
We did it on case talking about.
Because that will be, because if I'm looking for stuff, this will be my posture.
Yeah.
That can get old really, really fast.
Even if we don't spend much time in the van,
That's gonna get old real quick.
that's going to be kind of a problem. So it was really helpful checking out new vans to know what we're up against, but we're looking for used. We're looking to save some of that cash, let someone else have the depreciation. So I found this one on Facebook at a dealer here. I went to go check it out. It had 161,000 miles. It was a 2020, so a lot of mileage, lots of tire marks in the back. I'm sure they use that thing for hauling tires. But I test drove it, and I was really impressed with the condition it was in, the condition the engine was in, for the amount of mileage, so that gave me confidence I'm buying a used van. As always, Mike found a deal, so I'm checking out 3 ProMasters that Mike found at another local dealer here. We looked at the specs and the prices and thought, you know, that might work for us, so I am here to check them out. One's got like 121,000 miles. They're all 2021s, 3500s, extended. So the big boys. And we'll take a look. the small seats. It's a little better. Chair doesn't move at all. So this is the 121,000 mile guy. That works. We are back to test drive the van I was looking at last night. Brought Mike so we can see how he fits in this 3-person seat with the bulkhead. This will be the first van with a bulkhead that we've got to check out.
Yeah, it's got everything that we've been looking for.
Yeah.
It really helps when you can buy stuff like shelves and everything in a van already, so you don't have to do it later.
Yeah, they're not perfect, but it'll do the job to get started.
For our first cargo van, I think that's cool. For the second one, maybe we might pimp it out like some of these other guys who like do all the nice stuff. But for the first one, we just want something to carry all the gear in and get to the gigs and, you know, do all that good stuff.
Milk crate test. Your shelves will just hold a milk crate. 1, 2.5, so maybe a square one will fit in there. So that's nice. We probably would want to put them this way so we can get more in there, but hey, if these shelves will hold it the other way, I mean, this is the big boy extended, so we got extra space. We'll just go with that.
And the nice thing is you don't have to buy these shelves.
Right.
They're coming with the
Here,
vehicle.
They're bolted. Those are solid shelves. Can totally fit full body anywhere in this van, which is great.
Yeah, I can straight posture in the middle gaps. There's like these bars and then the light that I would hit, so I just come down. But I'm 6'2".
6'2".
I'm wearing my boots today, so today I'm 6'3".
Let's see how comfy this middle seat is.
Got a bench seat in here.
Oh, that's cozy. That's kind of awkward. I mean, I'm like, I sit on the edge of this seat.
You can.
I can't. That's not comfortable. Wow, that's gonna hurt. Okay, so I have to sit like this. It's not made to have us in here. That's actually more comfortable.
Pretty much. My shoulder's not going like.
Okay, so are you able to get in a reasonably comfortable position?
Yeah, I think so. I scooted up just a little bit, so my knees are still hitting like yesterday.
Right.
But I mean, that's gonna be the.
But you're able to lean back a little more than we thought.
Yeah, I leaned it back, cause look, so the bulkhead attaches here, like we said yesterday, but it comes back about, what was that, 4 to 6 inches?
I'd say 6 inches. That's more than I thought it would.
Yeah.
So.
And this particular one looks, I think it has a door.
It does, but it's covered up.
Yeah, it's covered up, but yeah, that's cool. Josh, why do we have this?
I'm so glad we can see into the bulkhead. So the size of this van is the one potential issue. You can see we're kind of right where you would be in a normal parking spot, and we definitely do stick out a bit, but it's not that bad. It's like a big truck.
All right, let's see how this baby does turning on a dime.
Turning radius for a vehicle this large. That's very nice. Okay, now it's Mike's turn to drive.
So tall guys, this is not these vehicles. Just like we've never driven any of the other ones, but this is what I'm thinking. Like right here, this is in my view. If I come to a 4-way stop, I can't see that car.
So the turning radius seems to be just as good on this extended model. It's just a matter of you have those extra, 2 feet back there. You got to make sure you don't hit anything with.
That's not bad.
But it turns on a dime for how big it is.
Yeah, it's a good turning radius.
Yeah.
That's the one thing to consider. You still have a bunch of butt in the road.
Yeah.
Pull into so. For those of us who we have cars and we're like, I'm gonna pull into this thing and there's oncoming traffic, that's not what you want to do with this thing, because you got a whole lot of tail that you're gonna be leaving in the street.
We did it. We bought the van. Super excited. It's used. That means someone else got to put the dings in it and take the depreciation, and we get to enjoy it. So that's fantastic. Right after buying the van, we ran to our Video Pals lunch. I organize a monthly meetup of local video pros here in Bakersfield, and it's fun getting together and hanging out. We are here with our Video Pals lunch. I'm Josh from StoryKing Studios. We're just going to pass the phone all the way around.
I'm Bob West, and I recommended this restaurant because you can order 1 through 7 for $10. And to my left is...
I'm Jean-Luc, and I'm from Scope Studios.
Oh, I didn't mean...
Hey, I'm Mau Granada, and I'm from Hello Enamorada.
I am Jaime from JC Multimedia, Instagram JC_Multimedia1. Say your name and your company you work with.
I'm Lisandro Perez, and I'm with Lisandro Media.
Hey, my name's Paulino Ayon. I do this for fun. I don't have a company, but I like filmmaking.
Justin Cummings, Beacon Studios.
Hi, I'm Shelby and I'm from Alien Films.
Robert from Alien Films.
Augie from Augie Films.
Scott Garcia, the church video guy. That's actually at church video guy.
Mike, StoryKing Studios.
Justin from Beacon had a ramp he wasn't using that I was able to go by and pick up used from him and save myself a little cash and clear some space in his studio.